Okay, the job market has changed with this whole pandemic situation, but I don't want you getting worried that you can't find a job. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share how you should be approaching searching for jobs in the pandemic. Let me throw a quick fact at you, and this might surprise you. Did you know 70 to 85% of all the jobs that are ever hired for are never posted anywhere? Meaning they're not posted on any job boards, they're not posted on a website. When you're Googling, you won't find those jobs there. You know how those jobs are hired for? By networking, meaning someone knows a guy or knows a person who's a good fit and then they hire them. Or this individual, this candidate reaches out to the hiring managers, they somehow develop a connection and then they make the hire. 80% of people who find jobs find it without ever having to apply to a job posting. So if right now your primary strategy is I'm just going to refresh on Google, see what jobs come up, you are doing it wrong because you're only looking for the 15 to 20% jobs that are actually posted. What you have to be doing is going on LinkedIn, reaching out to people who are actually hiring. So this is what I want you to do. First of all, go to LinkedIn, brush up your profile, all the experience you can write. You can find some online courses or online videos about how to set up a LinkedIn profile. This is the time to set that up. It's more important now than ever. Once you have that set up, okay, you have all your experience written down, I want you to reach out to people who have the exact job title you do, okay? So for example, if you want to be an accounting assistant, you will reach out to people in your area who are already accounting assistants. You will send them a connection. Hopefully once they accept, what you do is you reach out to them and you say, hey, do you have 5 or 10 minutes to talk about your role? Do you have some time to talk about how you got into your position, how you're liking it? That's all you have to do. You might send that message to 20 people and you'll get 2 replies from people saying, you know what, yeah, I've got 5 minutes, let's talk about it. Get on the phone with them, talk about their job. Don't talk about yourself, don't talk about you wanting a job, nothing like that. Just ask them, hey, I'm really interested in doing what you're doing. I want to understand what you like about your job, what it took, what your daily life looks like, how are you enjoying the job, what are some challenges. You take as much time to learn about the job as you can. And you do these for different jobs, so you get a better idea of what every single job is looking for. What you will do by doing this is A, you create a connection. You create a connection with a new person. B, you understand what the job is, what the day-to-day job looks like. And C, most importantly, if there is a job opening, this person can connect you or refer you. So suppose you have a conversation, at the end they'll probably ask you, oh, you know what are you interested in? We've talked about me for 45 minutes, tell me about yourself. You can say, you know what, like I mentioned, I want to go into a career like yourself. Do you know anyone who's hiring? Do you know when your company might be hiring? If they like you, they might be able to say, you know what, our company actually has a role that's about to go live. Why don't you give me your resume and I'll stick it in? Or they'll say, this department in our company is hiring, or that guy I know from that other company is hiring. What you've done through this is you've planted a seed, and you plant enough seeds, eventually when there is a job posting, something comes up, even if they don't refer you. Suppose a month down the line a job posting opens up. Now you have someone within that company you know, and you can say, hey, just so you know, I'm applying for this position. I just wanted to let you know. Odds are that person is in contact with the human resource department. They might have a back and forth, and your resume might go in the top of the pile where 500 people might be applying. This is how you find a job. Don't just waste your time refreshing job boards. Sure, if you need something ASAP, you can, but networking, that's the name of the game. So LinkedIn should be 100% of your focus. Do not waste your time just focusing on the job boards, okay? Now, if you're looking for some sort of an immediate tomorrow, I want to work now, you don't care about what kind of job it is, yes, you can look for Google, you can look at temporary jobs, you can contact a lot of temporary staffing agencies. Usually you might have to work in a warehouse, or you might have a one-off job or a one-day job or two-day job. Contact the staffing agency, say, hey, this is what my qualification is, this is what I'm looking for, do you have any kind of job? They'll make you sign a bunch of paperwork and then good to go. Now it's important to consider these are not the best circumstances to find a job. You probably know that, so you might have to settle a job that it's not a perfect fit for for you, but it has enough transferability between your skills and what they're looking for. So if you have some sort of a finance experience, you might go into an accounting job, or if you have customer service experience, you might go into a different job than you're used to, but you have to find transferability in what you're looking for. Now, while you are searching for jobs, there are two things I want you to do. Number one is to hone your skills. Now, suppose if you're looking for a sales job, you can hone your persuasion skills, okay? You can do some online courses, Udemy, Skillshare, all of those places are amazing, okay? The other thing I want you to do is really work on your resume. You want to make sure when you finally get these opportunities, when you've connected with the right people, they're telling you about jobs, when you send them your resume is as good as it possibly can look. I have a couple of videos on resumes on my channel as well. I'm going to be putting out a course in the near future, but basically what you want to do is have 100% confidence in your resume, especially now when there are barely any jobs. You don't want to take one resume that you're not really sure of and just scanning it and sending it everywhere. Don't do that, because your resume is going to be like a 20% match for each job, but not a 100% match for one job. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure when you give someone a resume, they think you made that resume specifically for that job in that company. That's how it should appear. So I want you to focus on all the skills that you can get better at. Even interview skills, because now you'll be doing a lot of virtual interviews. Your attention should be 100% focused on how do I get that resume to look as good as I can, and how do I focus on nailing that virtual interview. So to round this up, you should be looking for jobs on LinkedIn by networking. There shouldn't be any doubt in your mind how important this is. Once you do that, make sure you have a proper LinkedIn profile, a proper resume, and you've been practicing your skills, you've been practicing your interview skills, and you should be good to go. I hope this helps out. If it did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.